Hey, welcome back everyone. In the last video, we went ahead and added strategic transitions to our clips, but let's take this a step further. So I'm going to go back to my project panel here at the top, and we're going to add another element. We're going to add something called an adjustment layer. Adjustment layers are really great to add different effects or color corrections to the overall clip, and they're really easy to do. What I'm going to do is I'm going to select the new item, and I'm going to look in the new item bin for the words adjustment layer. We're going to make sure that the adjustment layer is the same size as all of our other clips. By default, it should come in that way. I'm going to hit OK, and that's going to create an adjustment layer. I'm going to then drag that to my track 2. And here's my track 2, as you can all see. And if you're running out of room, you can pull up your timeline just a little bit. And I want to hover over the edge of the adjustment layer, hold my left mouse button down, and just drag this. And oh, we forgot, we have something on track 2. So in this case, we're going to move our clip up one track to track 3. And once again, we may zoom out just a little bit so we can see that. And now we can pull and drag. So go ahead and put your adjustment layer to track 3 and make sure it extends all the way over the clip. Now, why is an adjustment layer important? It's a great non-destructive technique, just like we learned in Photoshop, to apply an effect or effects to everything below the element. So for us, we're going to go to our effect panel and we're going to close those transitions, make sure we're highlighting the adjustment layer, and we're going to type the crop effect. And we're going to find crop in video effects, transform crop, and I'm going to just click and drag that in, which is going to add some crop effects to my element. I'm then going to crop the top and bottom of the workspace. So if I do a crop of 12 on the top and a crop of 12% on the bottom and hit enter, I now have these cinematic bars on top of all of my clips. If I turn that on and off, it's just an effect layer, which is really lovely. I can also add color effects. So if I want to color correct anything here, I could go to the color effect, and I'm going to uncheck my crop. Really important step, y'all. Uncheck that crop, hit the little X, and go to cinematic effects. And let's just use the very first one, 2 strip. Let's drag the 2 strip onto our scene and see what it looks like. In our case, doesn't do too much of an effect. So let's undo the 2 strip by hitting Control Z. And let's look at some of the other ones. We have all sorts of different types of looks. This is known as color grading just a little bit. We're only really just diving into the basics of this. So we have all of these different looks here. Let's try this CineSpace 50. Still okay. Let's undo that. Not a fan of that. And if you undo it and it doesn't go away, what you're going to do is just click delete. Make sure it's deleted in your timeline. And let's look at a couple more here. Let's see what we can get. We'll open up speed looks, universal. Yeah, there we go. And let's find maybe this golden orange. So I want you to look up SL gold orange. So SL gold orange. And we're going to use the universal setting for that. So if you look at all of the SL Gold oranges, you're going to go down to the word universal and drop that in. And there we have it. That's definitely going to be a little more richer of a cinematic vibe. I'm digging that. Double check your effects control panel to make sure just that clip is in there. If you have any other Lumetri color in there, you're going to want to remove that. But there you have it. In a matter of seconds, we've just added a really cinematic look without really hurting the integrity of the clips below. Look at the big difference in just dragging a color grading Lumetri look onto the screen. All right, so go ahead and add your adjustment layer, and in the next lesson, we're going to start working with sound. Stay tuned.